Hi guys, what's going on? It's JB here, and as you may have seen, I'm sorry about the link breaking down earlier for the Burnley match. We just had technical faults, and I had to abandon the commentary, which I was very frustrated, but not as frustrated as I was with the team performance. Apart from the first 20 minutes where we contained Manchester City, we were diabolical. I think there was the penalty shout. It could have gone either way with VAR. Borden scored a good goal to make it 1-0, but we didn't. We backed off and backed off. Second one, it's a 50-50 one. Was it a penalty? Was it not? VAR decided it was a penalty. It looked harsh. Third goal, preventable. Fourth one, preventable. Fifth one, totally preventable from a short corner. Weren't quick enough. But that's just the tip of a very large iceberg, because the morale and attitude around Burnley Football Club this last week has been one of real negativity, and I'm afraid to say that I'm going to have to rear my ugly head again and have a go at Mike Garlick, because I've been saying it for years about this man. He's people have a go at me sometimes. Fellow Burnley fans say, why are you dissing him? Why are you giving him stick? If it wasn't him, Burnley would be in the Premier League, and that's a fair argument. But he's also equally in danger of ruining our Premier League status and our legacy. If not this season, maybe next season. It's by grace of God we've got 39 points at the stage where we were at the season before COVID-19 struck. It's a disgrace, and in the 13 weeks from the last game to tonight has been disgraceful for Mike Garlick, and I think he should be ashamed of himself, because his failure. We've had 5 players. Well, we had 6 players that were out of contract. We've obviously signed Brady since COVID-19 struck, so we've got Brady on a new deal. But that's not the point. The point is we have 5 players that are going to be leaving us if we don't tie at least 2 or 3 of them down. Joe Hart looks as if he's on his way. Aaron Lennon, who could have been a useful player for us tonight, on his way. Jeff Henrik, who's been an unsung hero for the last 2 years, could be on his way. There's possibility that Milan might snap him up, and if they do, they're getting a good player for nothing. It's an absolute disgrace that he's allowed this to happen, Mike Garlick. And I've been saying this and saying this and saying this for years, and people on social media absolutely give me stick for it, but I know I'm right. I know Mike Garlick is not the man to take Burnley to the next level, because he's such a Scrooge. I've said it for years, and there's no point in me having a rant about it, because I've done all the ranting I've had to do for the last 5 years or more with this chairman. But what I will say is he needs to go now, because his attitude, his shoddy mismanagement on not trying to get these 5 out-of-contract players tied down on decent deals has undermined Sean Dyche. It's undermined the morale of the football club, because let's be honest, we went into the game tonight. Okay, it was Manchester City, but the performance from start to finish was an absolute load of rubbish. The players just didn't turn a shift in. I mean, Ben Mee was an absolute disgrace. It's just, I don't know where to begin with this. Is Mike Garlick just in danger of ruining all the good work that he's done all the good work that Sean Dyche has done? Because I tell you what now, if I had, Sean Dyche, I feel sorry for him. He's worked hard on getting the club where it needs to be for 7 years. He's got us 2 promotions. There's one as the championship title 4 years ago. We have been a sustainable, well-run Premier League club. We'll be our 5th season next year as an established Premier League club. But yet Mike Garlick's going about it as if we're still the new boys. Wake up and smell the coffee, Mike. We are not the newbies anymore. We are established, or we should be established. We have banked, fact, over £800 million. Now, for a club like Burnley, That's like winning the Euro Millions lottery 10 times over. Now, why hasn't the ball gone out their way and tried to get those players on a new contracts and actually give Sean Dyche actually about 50-60 million quid to reinforce the squad? Now, this squad, they knew what was going to happen in January. They should have backed Dyche then. This is the problem. Mike Garlick is so much a Scrooge at the football club. It's unreal. You know, and I honestly think it will all come back to bite him on the backside if we go down, if not this year, next year. It's almost as if he's not being ambitious enough. Look, I don't want Burnley to be relegated, and I want us to bet. I want us to have a go at spending some money, getting some decent quality in. I mean, look at the bench, for heaven's sake, tonight against Manchester City. It was pathetic. Poor Sean Dyche had no choice but to put 4 youngsters in and two goalkeepers and Eric Peters, who's an absolute liability, and I still don't understand why we got him in the first place. The whole club, that's the board that are running this club at the moment, is a disgrace. From top to bottom, it's a disgrace. And I might get a little bit of stick for this, but I don't care anymore. I'm a Burnley fan, I'm a passionate fan. Everyone knows I'm a fan, passionate fan. But I want the team to do well. I don't want to be on here every 5 minutes after a defeat, putting negative videos up about our latest defeat and what's been happening, what dodgy dealings have been going on in the boardroom and vice versa and everything like that. I want to be up here giving positive appraisals of my football team. The way the board that should be running the club, they should be running it a lot better than what they should be. I want to give them good appraisals. I don't want to keep coming on here every 5 minutes and making awfully negative videos and being negative about the team that I passionately support. I just think I think there's got to be an end. I think Mike Garlick's time as chairman is up. Because let's face it, if he stays beyond next season, I can tell you that, and Sean Dyche gets a better offer from elsewhere, because let's face it, we have been lucky over the last 5 or 6 or 7 years to have had a bloody good manager in Sean Dyche. You know, he's second best Burnley manager, successful manager in Burnley's history, behind the great Harry Potts. You know, and the way he's been treated by Mike Garlick in particular is a disgrace. And if Sean Dyche tomorrow resigned or had a better offer elsewhere in the Premier League at a much bigger club than Burnley perhaps, then I certainly wouldn't begrudge him that opportunity, because the way he's been treated at our club by our chairman has been nothing short of a joke. And I honestly think now the time has come. I don't want to see Dyche go. I really don't. What I would like to see is the board change. I want fresh investment into my football team now. I want to see Burnley invest more. I want to see fresh faces on the board. Mike Garlick has had a decent run, but he's in danger of ruining his legacy by being such a mingy Scrooge. He's almost as bad as Mike Ashley up at Newcastle. He's so reluctant to spend money and make the Burnley squad a competitive squad. I mean, you look at the bench tonight. I mean, you look at Man City's bench. They've got over £300 million worth of talent on their bench alone. Forget the 11 that started. And then, you know, Phil Foden's going to be another £50 million player the way he played tonight. We made him look a world beater. He's a good player, but we made him look a world beater tonight. And you look at the golfing class, and it's so easy to see why City won easily. But then again, Burnley should have shown more fight. They should have shown more determination. They should have shown more character, and they should have been more dogged. But we just turned up and just didn't perform, and that stems from the chairman's shoddy attitude to his chairmanship, because the way he's handled the out of contract players affair has been disgraceful. It's almost as bad as Boris Johnson running the country. I mean, if Mike Garlick was Prime Minister, he'd make such a shambles of it. It'd be untrue. But I'm just fed up. I don't like to knock anything about my club. I want us to do well. You know, I mean, I'd love one day, maybe in my lifetime, to see us, you know, win at least one FA Cup or something like that, or a League Cup. And I would die an happy man, knowing that I'd seen my team win at least one trophy in my life, big major trophy in my lifetime. You know, and, you know, I'll get Mike Garlick lovers saying, well, you've never had it so good. Don't blame him for what happened. Well, who else am I supposed to blame? If he's making a shoddy job of not tying the players that are out of contract down, it's going to have a negative effect on the club. And that, to me, is not right. It doesn't sit right with me, and I'm getting fed up. We'll stay in the league this year, and I've no doubts about that. We've got to bounce back against Watford next week and get a positive result. But quite frankly, tonight has shown why the club is at a bit of a low steam at the moment, and that stems from the chairman down. And if I was Sean Dyche right now, I'd seriously consider your future, mate, because, you know, if you're not going to get the backing you truly deserve for what you've done for 7 years, Sean, no one will blame you if you pack your bags and run to a club that might offer you a bit more of a better financial package for yourself and a better transfer budget. Because let's face it, Mike Garlick has been absolute Scrooge-like with the transfer kitty in the last 3 years alone. It's a joke. It's a disgrace. And Mike Garlick, I mean, for a team that has banked, a club that's banked over £800 million in the last 5 years from television money, from prize money that we've earned. We've been even in Europe as less than 3 years ago. You know, where's all that money we've earned gone? Right? I bet the board have just pocketed them for themselves. They're like the Oystons at Blackpool. It's a joke the way the club's being mismanaged at the moment at boardroom level. And Mike Garlick just sat there. He just sat there. I saw him on television tonight. He sat there nonchalantly, and he looked as if he just didn't give a damn. It's a disgrace. Well, that's all I've got to say on it. You know, the way Mike Garlick has. Do you think Mike Garlick has got? Do you think Mike Garlick should go? I mean, it'd been interesting to see what you guys think of it, Burnley fans, non-Burnley fans, from an outsider's looking in. I'd like to see this. This video will be going out on a premiere as well. It's not great. It's not great at all. So let me know what you think in the comments below and on the premiere comments. And we'll see. Obviously, I'll be live typing away as well, giving my just reiterating what I've just said there. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do hit the notification bell. Hopefully we'll have all the Gremlins sorted out for live commentary of Liverpool against Crystal Palace on Wednesday night, where a Liverpool victory could see them a bit more closer to the title now. They're nearly there now. They just need to win a couple of games and get over the line. And if they do that by beating Crystal Palace, I think the race is over then. But not a great night for Burnley. We just made it too easy for Man City, and as for Mike Garlick, I think he has to go. Otherwise, Sean Dyche will walk. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay subscribed to the channel, hit the notifications and all that jazz. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.